Iran, and just to share with you a few words about the formation of this army, the army that was going to be disbanded upon the victory of the Islamic Revolution based on the ideological grounds that a whole nation should grow to be an army, at peace to be at the service of the nation, and at war to defend the land and the boundaries and the borders. But it was prior to the starting of an aggression by some of our neighboring countries, and prior to that Imam Khomeini ordered the establishment of the army, maintenance of the army, and development of the army, since it was quite eminent in his view for any threat that could be posed upon the Islamic Revolution and Islamic Republic of Iran. Welcome to celebrate an army which has been aroused based on the aspiration of a nation and is grown out of the heart of a nation that has all along been seeking peace with its neighbor and war and stability for growth in our region. The Islamic Republic of Iran's Army Day is a day that is celebrated for the past 35 years, and I need to say that the Islamic Republic's army has been able to develop itself to a full, competent and competent armed force that has shown its ability to stand a long 8 years of the imposed war, an aggression which so many people call it a war of attrition, and it has been able to defend the land, sea and airspace, developing itself to the highest level of the technological advances of today's world in a manner that could be so far called self-reliance and self-confidence to promote. In the aerospace, there have been positive developments contributing to the scientific developments of the country as well for what they have achieved. The land forces as well as the sea. Of course, my personal wish and aspiration is for all the armies of the world to be at the service of the peace, to be at the service of the nations, that they do need to grow strength to strength for the economic and the social development of our nations. And I do hope that the army would remain as a powerful tool to cope and combat the disasters that is out of the human's hand, means natural disasters, a force that could reach out any corner of the country at any time to help its own nations and the nations that could reach and receive help from such armies. I'm glad to see that there have been growth of our bilateral cooperation with Indonesia in particular. We have had a number of high-ranking officials from the Iranian armed forces, namely the deputy defense ministers, as well as the commander-in-chief of the naval forces, visiting Indonesia, visiting their counterparts. And in this line we would be further contribute to the maintenance of the peace and security at high seas, something that has been threatened for the past several years due to some extremism and extremist moves, such as the one that you have seen in the Indian Ocean, you have seen around the Bab al-Mandab, and you have seen around the Strait of Africa and the other regions that we have so far had problems. With these few words, I would like to thank you once again for attending this celebration tonight. Wish you all the best, wish all the armies of the world the best, to be a pillar and a partner to the maintenance of the global peace and security. Thank you so very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.